Okay, guys, so let us look at what is going on in the markets. I'm going to be analyzing gold and then Bitcoin. These are the two places I'm going to be doing analysis on, like practically every day in the morning. So the London session is open, as you guys know, and we are going to look into the market. It is 8:50 a.m. Nigerian time currently. So let's look at what is going on. This was my analysis yesterday, as you guys can see. So we did some little analysis on gold, on where it is going to be heading towards this day. And we actually made, a good amount of profits. Yeah, we made a good amount of profits because, we got a very nice sell on gold of over 432 pips. Now, what you guys need to know is gold is already, the price of gold is already quite high. So small amount of pip movement is already a lot of pips. Just little pip movement is already a lot of pips. Share gets. And so that's what you guys need to understand. So when you hear gold moved 100 pips, 400 pips, don't think it's something too hard. It's something so easy. And for some of you that don't know how to calculate gold, then maybe you guys should work on it. Well, let's take, for example, checking from here. Let's say gold at 4,100. Let me teach you people how to calculate pip on gold. And so that anytime I'm doing my analysis, you guys don't get confused. So let's take, for example, this price here, gold at 4100. So if gold price is at 4100, then if gold moves from 4100 to 4146, then what it simply means is that gold moved by 46 points. Just normal mathematics, 4,100 to 4,146, that is 46 points. She gets, and then the 46 points by 10 is 460. That is what? 460 pips. So that is not how Mt5 does its own calculation. Mt5 will tell that it is 4,146 points. Yes, it will tell it's 4,146 points, but then, no, that is not it for me. I'd rather use its normal values to make it easier for me. They say always apply what works best for you, and that is exactly what I do. That is what works best for me. And if you pay attention to that, then you understand that it actually does work best for everybody that applies it that way. So I'm going to be moving into the analytical phase so that we see what is going on. I hope you guys learned how I calculate my pip. Yeah. So guys, let us move to business. So currently on gold, let me start from what we analyzed yesterday because that is going to give us heads up for today. So let's go to our daily time frame. So on daily time frame, we can see gold is the ultra bullish, has done small pullback, done small consolidation, and then broke out of the consolidation right here on Monday. It's Tuesday. Today's Wednesday. I guess today's Wednesday, right? Today should be Wednesday. Okay, yeah. So this was where the gold broke out actually. But then on breaking out, the main thing we can see on the daily time frame is that gold is still bullish, right? Yeah, it's still bullish. Yeah, and we're gonna go to 4 hours time frame. Then let's see what is going on. You are seeing a lot of drawings on my charts because this way our analysis yesterday. This was my projection for my guys in the charters group where we trade. So let's take a look at it again. Gold is bullish and is already caught up at a resistance. Gold was caught up at this resistance yesterday. Gets. We have a lot of drawings here, and I don't want that to confuse you guys. So let me just remove some of them and talk something again based on what we have. Based on what we have. So currently, gold is caught up between two strong resistance, and I'm gonna be showing you guys right now. So if you come to the 1 hour time frame first, let's go to 1 hour time frame because I'll still repeat what I said yesterday and then add more details based on what is going on currently. So if you take a look at gold right now, yeah, take a look at gold right now. You see that we have a very sensitive resistance right here, where this my arrow is pointing. If you watch, that is my red resistance that I marked out, right? Now you can see that price has reached there, from the resistance again, dropped yesterday, and returned back and had to even drop again the second time. So you can see that the resistance is actually quite sensitive and is pulling a lot of weight on gold, and it's becoming a problem for gold, right? Good. So now that is our first resistance, right? Then let's go to 4 hours time frame. Now, if you go to 4 hours time frame, yeah, if you go to 4 hours time frame, which is where we are right now, then we are going to see another thing also. And what you're going to see is that we have a resistance right here on the blue horizontal line this time around. The first red line is the 1 hour resistance. But if you come to 4 hours, you see that it is shadows. But that it is shadows doesn't mean that it is just a shadow and the price is just going to move once it reaches there. Because shadows are just flick-offs and it always fill up when market is moving. But when you come to 1 hour time frame, we see that we don't have shadow here. What we have are candle closures. So it is a sensitive resistance. But then if you come to 4 hours time frame, you will see that we have a very strong resistance right here. It's a strong resistance because if you look closely, you see that price dropped the moment it's reached there. On returning back after so many consolidations and rejections, it had to drop again. And on reaching back again, sellers still said no, and the price had to now aggressively drop. And if you take a look at the drop, you see that it was a massive drop actually. So like I was saying, if you come to gold, you will see that we have a very sensitive resistance right here on 4 hours. Then we have a resistance right here on 1 hour. Now, price has already tapped into the resistance yesterday. Then it was caught up between the 1 hour resistance and the 4 hours new support, because the moment this price tapped into here, then it's created a support for itself right here, right? So we were having a support here and we were having a resistance here, and we had the market dance inside the support and resistance for 4, 8, 12 hours. The market was dancing inside here. Then before we got a breakout to the downside. Now that was our first breakout, right? Then the price had to get back to the previous support, which is now a resistance, and had to form another doji candle and now stay dropped for the second time, right? So indirectly, this resistance here is actually holding and becoming a serious problem for the price. So let's get to 1 hour and see what the market is still telling us there. Now, if you get to 1 hour time frame, you will still see that we have something sort of the same way. The price has tapping, dropped, tapping again, dropped, and indirectly we are having something that looks like what? An M pattern, right? That is what we have currently. But then I want you to always know that M pattern always have what is called the neckline, and you need to understand that neckline is always one of the most powerful supports and resistance. When you spot neckline on an M pattern, don't joke with it. When you spot neckline in a double pattern, don't joke with it. When you spot neckline in a shoulder, don't joke with it, because it is always a very strong support or resistance that markets always find it hard to break. So for the meantime, yeah, we can say that we have something sort of that, but this is not an M until the neckline is broken. So for the meantime, the market is already still caught up in that range, which is right here. And we need to be monitoring this particular range closely. The moment we get a breakout to the upside, then we are going to enter a buy. If we get a breakout to the downside, then we are going to enter a sell. So this is our projection for today. We are going to be watching gold closely. If we get a breakout below this level, then we are going to be selling gold, and our take profit is going to be somewhere here. Then we're going to have our stop loss. Say, maybe we can have our stop loss. Anyway, we'll just be watching. For now, I cannot project where the stop loss can be until we get information. By the time price is dropping and tapping into our sell stop, then we'll find out the particular high that we're going to use for our stop loss. For now, stop loss is not yet active. So this is our projection if price drops below. Then also, if price happens to drop to break above, then we are going to be what? Buying. So it is just this simple. And we are going to be buying above this red line, which is the 1 hour resistance. So if we get a breakout, then we are going to buy, and we are going to have our stop loss somewhere likely below the blue line. We are going to make sure that it is below the support on 4 hours time frame. Then we are going to find out where we are going to be projecting our take profits. So, but I believe that's where we are going to be projecting our take profit is going to be a long way. Yes, it's going to be a very long way. It's going to be a long way because, take a look at it. See that we have a clear range all the way to this place. So, but we're not going to be taking everything. We'll just project as much as possible that we want to take. And that is just it. So this is my analysis for gold. So it still remains the same. So let's just keep an eye on gold to see whether we are going to be buying or we are going to be selling. Yes, for me, I actually feel that gold might still drop in as much as it keeps trading below this 4 hours resistance, this particular blue resistance. In as much as price keeps trading below this range, then there is high tendency that the market is going to drop and do another major pullback before buying. So this is my projection for gold. So I hope this analysis is clear to a layman's understanding. So that is it. Meanwhile, I'm not afraid of selling gold. Gold is so overbought, and I don't think these niggas in the US are going to be cutting rates this December. And the moment the lockdown, that is the shutdown in US, reopens, I expect a major pullback on gold as well. So I'm not afraid of shorting good in as much as I get the opportunity. To be honest with you guys, I will even feel more comfortable to short good from this level than to buy good, because we might end up having a manipulation to the upside and then a drop. That is an aggressive breakout, then a rejection, then a drop. If that happens, I'll still update you guys. If I see a breakout, then I will be very careful with buying good. If I see a rejection, a fast rejection, then I'm gonna close out my sale and I'm gonna join. I'm gonna close out my buy, sorry, then I'm gonna join the sale. So this is my analysis on good. So make sure you follow the link on my profile to join my Telegram channel, because that is where we are always trading back to back. I post my chart analysis there free, post my signals there free, and I go live here and I trade live here. Make sure you follow my account right now before joining my Telegram. The reason why you need to follow my account is so that anytime I go live, anytime I'm trading live here, you will get a notification that I am live trading. But if you don't follow me, you're not going to get any notification once I am trading live.